10 seconds remaining. IGV's turn to ban. Infamous's turn to ban.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back again to the International 2017 group stages. We're going to be taking a look at our second game today of Infamous facing off against ig.Vitality. As some of you may have heard, there is a couple of results that we can talk about. Both Infamous and ig.V are guaranteed through. They're going to be in the lower bracket. This match means nothing else.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a terrible person. We won't talk about the other games, but just know that that's the case. Infamous, they can't change their settings at all and where they're placed. ig.V can make a little bit of a better run into the later game. But I'm Lyrical, Marlini as well. You want to talk about it at all? What you think of these two teams? Where you see them sitting in the grander scope of TI?
Infamous is a scary best of one team.
They're Infamous's turn to pick.
ig.Vitality. I don't know about this team. Like they look pretty good in like spring, late winter, and then they fell off a lot, and now they're like kind of back. But I don't know. Something's up with their cores.
10 seconds remaining.
When Paparazzi won that 1v1 tournament at DAC, I actually think it hurt their team a lot.
5 seconds
because
remaining.
Then he started playing mid a lot more because he's like, I don't know what happened. If there's like some talks like, oh, this guy's the best mid or something like that. But just because you win a 1v1 tournament does not mean you're the best mid in the world.
Infamous's turn to pick. ig.V's turn to pick.
I think for like a couple months, and then it sucked so badly for them that they had to switch back.
Right.
So after that, they like kind of felt lost. I don't know if there was like some beef in their teams, like, oh, well, Sakata's a mid player, but he's not better than our one player or something like that. I don't know. It just didn't seem like they were quite the same after that. And Infamous is
Sven stands ready.
Well, okay, now they first face Sven, which is good. This is how you actually counterpick a PL. But yeah, Infamous I think have very skilled core players. I think their 3 core players are amazing. I'm not sure if I would put each of them better than their counterparts. Obviously, Paparazzi's maybe slightly better than Benjaz, but overall, they're way better than the 3 cores on ig.Vitality, but their support duo was a little bit lacking. But I don't know, cores, I guess, are kind of what matters later into the game.
10 seconds remaining.
Would be far more explosive in a BO1 and have a lot more upside, and also have a lot more
5
like,
seconds
weird strats.
remaining.
Like, I'm pretty sure they could pull out a Huskar easily if they needed to in a best of 1. Whereas ig.Vitality, yeah, they pulled out an Alk. It's not that strange. It wasn't even that good.
Yeah, and a little bit of like the history on these two teams too. Like ig.V was an organization that came together right after the Shanghai Major, and this is the same core group of guys that's been there that entire time. So like well over a year they've been playing together that amount of time, and in that time relationships can fray, sometimes be built back up again. It feels like they are finding their comfort zone a little bit more and proving that they are one of the top teams in the world. And then Infamous, they've kind of been a hodgepodge of collection of very strong South American players. Excel people might remember from that unknown team that performed well at the Frankfurt Major. The only member of that team that's still on this squad here, which is a different team entirely. And then Tomato, I believe, played for Team Freedom for a little while in North America and then made the switch back over. Benjaz has been around forever. So it's kind of like a team of consistency staying together versus a team that's been pulled together of like superstars of SA and now showing their stuff on the big stage. So
ig.Vitality need this game. They need this win, whereas Infamous don't really need this game. 4 or 5 wins, which is currently where Infamous is standing, is exactly the same standings wise. So they are, yeah, they can just pick whatever and play whatever, and it doesn't actually affect them at all. Whereas ig.V, I think they are on the, actually this game also doesn't particularly matter for them. I guess they can get a higher seed than Team Secret, but they are lower bracket nonetheless. Yeah. So it means minimal.
I'm not sure what the rules are. I know the upper bracket choose your opponents. I don't know if that's the same for lower, but
it's usually the same for lower bracket. Like 5th place can choose either of the 7th or 8th place in the opposite group. Winter Wyvern.
Infamous's turn to pick.
Why is he picked for Sven? Interesting. The South American teams are really good with the Winter Wyvern, from what I've observed. The Wombo, Sven, Darkseer, ES.
They're ready for it. They want to make it happen.
They also have a ton of AoE now to deal with the PL. Last game
10 seconds remaining.
Was Alk and Quap.
Yeah, like Ancient Apparition, like those things.
But, yeah, they don't clear. They don't like just instantly kill a ton of illusions very quickly.
I do really like the Winter Wyvern a lot. I feel like this is a hero that's, in the right situations, the strongest pick in the game. It's just so good against some lineups, against PA, and even sometimes against Sven if you can get it to work just right. Not to mention, wave pushing with Splinter Blast, Arctic Burn scales incredibly well into the late game. What's the downside of this hero? Why haven't we seen it all that often, and can iG.V exploit it?
He's pretty garbage in 3-on-3 lanes. He's also not particularly good at zoning out heroes. His what's his flying ability called?
Arctic Burn?
Arctic Burn is that spell is such a long cooldown that it's really hard to zone people out with it. It does a lot of damage, but at the cost of being useless for 50 seconds.
Obviously, Cold Embrace is really good against Sven, but if you've got all this other magical damage that you can maybe pile on top of it, it's not really looking that great. I wonder if they're going to switch it up and maybe even run like an Invoker or something with the rest of this iG.V. This looks like the quintessential team fight lineup that iG.V like, and then they use a Paparazzi Invoker. I don't know. Might be too slow.
Bad matchup versus PL in lane, but I guess they already have the Sven. I think the
iG.V's turn to pick.
Razor.
Looks like a Benjaz hero to me. They could take it mid again and run Tomato on it.
could aggro too. It's probably looking like a better aggro. Actually, they can pressure descend really hard with Razor. Razor plus any of their heroes.
10
So I
seconds
do like that.
remaining. Infamous's turn to ban.
See if that's what they go for. Jakiro. Okay. iG.V pulling out of the bag of tricks.
More AoE. They've gone the complete opposite of last game. Went like all AoE, which is great. Which is great.
We are going to screw you
10
over in
seconds
particular,
remaining.
PL. You are not going to be able to do things this game.
It's probably BKB PL.
5 seconds remaining.
Now, here's the real question. Is it going to be Jakiro mid?
Don't think so.
No? Okay.
Support. Pretty good tri lane. I think he's also decent like harassing a Razor. Razor's one of those laners that you're like, ugh, I don't want to be up against that hero. No targeted ability, so you're not going to get purged by unstable current at all in the game unless you buy you.
iG.V's turn
a lot of
to
magic
ban.
damage too, which he struggles versus. And it slows him down a lot. Razor's the hero that needs to move around the fight. When you double moose, you slow him, he's in some bad shape.
Well, ban out the Storm Spirit now. Don't want to have to run into any of those issues. iG.V
10
will not
seconds
have the last
remaining.
pick. That will go to Infamous. And as far as
5
things to pull
seconds
the draft
remaining.
together, they've got tremendous team fight.
For other teams, for other teams that are watching this, they should definitely note that none of these teams like Night Stalker at all. Night Stalker is super low priority. Was banned second phase last game, wasn't picked at all in this, and I don't think he'll be banned.
iG.V's
To me,
turn
that's
to
very
pick.
interesting considering it's the most banned hero this TI. Clockwork Razor, very common dual lane, also just makes Sven's life hell. Good pickup, although it would have been difficult to lane it. I guess they could just run off. I think they like the off.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, that seems to be King Tekka's
Okay.
hero.
What's the mid hero?
5
I like also how they have King
remaining.
Tekka and he just picks his hero first as the captain.
It is Shaker.
Infamous's turn to
All right,
pick.
last pick
Lena.
coming out. They go for the Lena. TA obviously available as well, but might be scary with all the DOT anyways.
King of AoE. Pipes, BKBs. Pretty good this game.
I wonder, do you just take like
10
a tide or
seconds
something
remaining.
and make sure you have a pipe carrier for Infamous?
5
Blade Mail's pretty
seconds
good too.
remaining.
For all its magic. Yeah, well, I think Earthshaker's going to be their off lane. Tide's not bad, but he still gets owned by Vacuum.
Right. It just does feel like they need. I guess Razor could build it, but then you're lacking a lot of damage too.
Silence is okay. Oh wait, Silence is first phase. Duh.
They are
Choose your
going to go
hero.
for a pipe carrier, but it's going to be the Necrophos. So it does look like
Ooh.
it's going to be King Tekka switching it up. They run him in the safe lane solo, I guess, probably.
Likely, yeah.
All right.
I like ig.Vitality's lineup a lot better than Infamous this game.
Okay.
Much, much better. Also, Necrophos, you take more magic damage than Growth Shroud. That thing is not going to save you. I guess you're invulnerable with Cold Embrace Ghost Shroud. Is that a thing? Do people do that? I suppose.
Yeah.
But you also can't do it. Your heart stopping people sick combo.
Well, no, you'll still be taking magic damage from Cold Embrace too.
Oh wait, that's not how it works. Why did I just say that? For some reason, I thought one was physical immunity and one was magical immunity. But yeah, you're actually just mitigating a lot of physical, which doesn't. I don't know. Ghost Shroud not very useful here, but he is a good matchup for in July, and it is a BKB disable for Paparazzi. Maybe they can burst him down, just like Echo, and then Reaper him, and then kill him. It's pretty good in team fights.
Well, I'm excited to see how this all turns out. Infamous versus iG.V. iG.V. would love to increase their standing within that lower bracket. Likewise, Infamous just looking to hold on to the ride. I don't think that they're going to be sandbagging at all in this one. You know, they want to put up a good showing no matter what.
I don't ever think you want to sandbag. I think when you're a professional player, you just play every single game to win the absolute best that you can. I think the only exception being
Prepare
you being
for
close to
battle.
PI and you have some cool stuff that you don't want to show. That's the only exception I think for anything in that, because I think it just like creeps in your mentality. It's like, you know, it's like drinking alcohol or something. It's like, oh no, I'm never ever gonna drink. That's so much easier than like, you know, you drink once. It's like, oh, you know, I had one drink last time, I'll have it again. Or like people that quit smoking, and then they have a cigarette, and then they have it once, and it's so much easier to lapse after you've done it once. So
Right.
I am of the mentality that you should just try every game your hardest.
Okay. Yeah, I think that that's sort of the back when I used to like, play things competitively, it was always, you know, practice like you play. If you're in a mode of mentality of not trying hard, then you're gonna, you know, repeat that. It's sort of learned memory things. So, I'm with you, Ben. That sounds great.
30 seconds to battle.
Wyvern's
Say no to throw.
Say no to throw. I like that as well. That's real good.
It's better than dare. Were you ever in dare?
I was in Dare, yeah.
That's useless. Drugs are bad, but I don't know.
brutal,
They
savage,
don't like really give reasons why. If they said it like ruins families and friendship, you would probably understand a lot more and can devastate
The
your
battle
finances.
begins.
Speaking of devastating finances, it might just happen here. Clean Tekka in some trouble, getting ran down. Get that bounty rune, but oh, he almost denied it. That would have been the play.
First
Didn't quite
blood
happen, though.
is a knight's great honor.
Joke's on you, Infamous. They are aggroing you. Because they have way stronger lanes this time, because they don't have an elk. Well played, iG.Vitality. Well played.
I think I'm just going to look at Excel this whole match and see him do the little smoke ring things. It's one
Dire's
of the
courier
cooler
has been killed.
Courier is going to go down. Matthew, how do you get a courier snipe on an Earthshaker?
You smoke, and you stand right on top of the chicken.
A good way to start it, and now they've caught Sakata. He's on the wrong side in no man's land, and that is going to be second blood now. Motto picks it up.
Easy. For those of you that don't know what DARE is, it's something called drug abuse resistance education that they teach in elementary school in the U.S. And this would happen when I was a little kid, so like 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And they just pretty much just tell you drugs are bad. They have a cop come in and just give a speech about how bad drugs are. I mean, you're a little kid, so you're impressionable, so I guess it works in that aspect, but later on in your life, you're like, why are drugs bad?
Yeah.
Like, what exactly is a drug? Like, do they consider weed a drug now? I guess. Is alcohol a drug? Most people classify it as not. I don't know.
Caffeine? I've been drinking
Caffeine-
Red Bull
caffeine is a
nonstop.
drug? Dota's a drug.
Dota is a drug.
Here, you have failed.
Antidote 2 or the cause of loneliness. In July, getting ran down. Oh, God. Taking him, but they can't quite find that kill. Matthew's been playing a good Earthshaker so far, man.
Maybe he was just uncomfortable on the Earth Spirit because it was not crisp. Yeah, Shaker's good. There's a lot less to Shaker than Earth Spirit. Earth Spirit's hard. That hero is impossibly difficult for normal plebs to pick up, like myself.
I love the hero. I mean, I'm terrible at it. You can just sort of spam your keyboard a bunch, and it doesn't always end up working out, but
Regeneration.
occasionally something cool happens.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with Shaker. I think you can like roll, kick, And you can do all 3 spells with the same stone or something when you're low on stones. I don't know. It's like I see some weird stuff in the good way.
Well, we're still seeing the pressure that's come out, and Quinteca going to get ran at yet again in the bottom lane. They do have the stun that's going to land. Dog fights. Very accomplished on this hero, and with the double iron shells, they make the kill happen.
The Necrophos pick to me was very similar to the Alchemist pick to me. It's like, I'm not sure if it's going to work out, but I believe that the teams think it's really good here. I like that hero a lot from Ghost Route, or here we're super considered for Reaper and Heartstopper are very useful. Not that much damage.
That wasn't enough to bring him down. The super versus
Radiant's
super
bottom
Ben Jazz
tower
matchup.
is under attack.
And also, Quinteca gonna have to make the long walk out, but he's gonna run into Injuly, and he's just gonna get punched. A little punch. They slow him down yet again. Iron Shell now on the dogfights. They can't do anything. Up top, I thought they were going to be going for some more kills, but it's not enough.
And they're out of mana, and it's a couple minutes until Shrine. Let's see if there's Darkseer's still picked up. Is Darkseer going to get nerfed after 2?
He always gets nerfed.
That hero's just, when he's good, he's so good. He hasn't picked that much, though.
Well, in the meantime, it's another roll in from dogfights. They almost able to kill that Excel on 36 HP. He's going to die there. Matthew also getting ran down by the Iron Shell. Dogfights just wanting to hold his hand and slowly whittle down this poor Earthshaker with nowhere less to go. Wanted to get outside of range so the Lina wouldn't get experience. Looks like that also ended up working.
So Darkseer's only been picked 16 times. It's not that much.
I mean, he got hit pretty hard with those nerfs.
Yep. But he'll find a way. I always like Winter Wyvern's animation when he's like
Double damage.
Oh yeah.
holding his wing. He's like not even flying anymore. He has like a cast on. Not even a dragon.
It's like the elbows of his wings. Yeah.
His set's supposed to make him look very grandiose and majestic. Winter Wyvern. What was his Dota 1 name? Wasn't it Winter Wyvern? I don't know. There's always like a title of the name.
Wyvern.
Well, it's not Winter the Wyvern. Aroth.
Aroth.
Aroth. A-U-R-O-T-H.
Okay.
Never heard him called. Well, that is a huge stack. Oh my god.
Yeah. That is a whole heck of a lot of it. Down bottom, there was some more action going, and Dogfight's just barely going to be able to get away from him. But I wonder if it's worth it
Radiant's
for at some
middle
point, like the
tower is
Earthshaker to
under
come up and
attack.
try to echo that.
Not if Sven can get his grubby sword on it.
Yeah,
With God Street.
I really want to take it.
I just saw Paparazzi. He needed the attack speed to try and last for the creep, and he tread swapped to freaking Agi to try and get the last hit with the attack speed.
Did he
That's
get
some
it?
next level stuff. No, he didn't get it.
Oh, okay.
It's the idea that counts, dude. That's really next level.
I mean, he doesn't have much else to do at this point, to be fair. But that is. Ben Jazz taking the damage. He's going to end up dying. Excel now. Don't have enough to slow him down, so he's just going to be able to get out, pick himself up some levels, much needed. Oh. Matthew has an Invis rune as well. This should be a pretty easy pick-off here. The Enchant Totem to open, Fissure to follow, right-click to come in, and they get the Light Strike array. Is Sakata really gonna... No, he's blocked off. All right, well played.
Burn out and fade away.
On to the next.
Do you agree with her line? Better to burn out than fade away.
I mean, I think that, you know, you either go out on top or... I'm not gonna go there. Yeah,
Please go there.
I think it's a good line. It's a good line.
What line are you talking about, sir?
I mean, I think that, you know, it's sort of, it's like the Dark Knight stuff. You either, you know, live long, you die a hero, you live long enough to become the villain. It's like in Dota too, you know, you
can say
go
it.
out on top, or you end up living to see yourself become Alliance.
completely accurate. He told me this joke earlier. I just wanted to say it.
I know, you really baited me into that so hard. Matthew in the mid lane, though, they take him down. Cicada, a quick kill.
It's the
Don't be shy,
humiliation.
Gabe. Show your true self.
My true self. Oh, the true self here. The first TI, you come up here, you're trying to get me to kill people. Oh my goodness.
Have a personality, Gabe.
Ben Merlini Wu. What a guy.
One thing I actually do dislike is like people are like way more fake.
Yeah.
That just grinds my gears.
Yeah.
Gold
Gotta be
is
true.
a
Gotta
great
be real.
captain.
Ain't no half stepping.
It's okay to be a little bit shy because you don't want to offend people.
Coin
But-
for me.
I don't know. When you completely change your persona, it's just like, are you? I don't know. Same with like dating profiles too. Why would you want to? Is that goal being someone else? Or
Well, no,
pretending to
because
be someone
eventually
else?
it's gonna come out. Like,
I know that's the whole point of like why. I dislike
Radiant's
it.
middle
Like,
tower is under
are you really
attack.
gonna like? Let's say you do find a girl that likes your quote unquote fake persona, and then what's gonna happen if you actually like marry this person or you're with them like 50 years later? Are you gonna live a lie your entire life? Is that
Regeneration.
worth getting maybe some girl that you could have gotten anyways?
no, you should definitely end up, treating yourself like yourself. Expect that you have something to offer the
Money
world.
to burn.
Listen to this guy. He's a married man.
I am. I'm a married man. My God, this stack is enormous. And they keep on going with it. This is going to become like, how much gold is that? That's like well over 1,000 gold.
Radiant are scanning.
iG.V, they want to make the move right now.
Dyer's
Paparazzi
middle
moving
tower
in.
is
They
under attack.
are going to see if they can take it down. I don't think that there's
His
anybody.
net worth is
from Infamous who can get here.
3142. Oh wait, Angela's. Oh, that's a lot. Oh,
Ben Jazz.
That was a level 2 plasma field too. They had vision of it, but that was sick.
Oh, Matthew did the applause afterwards. Well, they're feeling good about that one.
That Zach actually. Oh, I didn't actually see that. Muted. What are you talking about, dude?
Well, both teams very passive in their movements so far. It's around the 10-minute mark. Levels that are going to be coming out shortly for level 6. Razor's actually really under-leveled right now. Benjaz hasn't had the best of time as far as his lane has gone.
He's not. He's in a tri lane.
Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I mean, relative to all the other heroes that are on the map, like you look at the heroes or the level tab, way low. Excel is getting dove. Dogfights doesn't care. He's going to kill him off. A killing spree for Dogfights at 10 minutes in.
Haste.
Our spirits with an ion shell. Very scary. And I think Dogfights is one of the better spirits.
Well, Cicada, he's going to show up bottom with Super.
Oh, PL's going for the bots. I think he's going to get clobbered by all this AoE when he has 0 HP items.
Hey, you're not really a fan of the bots on the PL.
Sometimes.
Okay.
But I don't know. It's weird. PL's a weird hero that there's some people such a hot contest. Like some people love bots, some people love bots in the game. And I generally like bots, but like this game, are you really going to be able to split push them to death? How are you going to win a team fight? That's the thing about Dota. You generally have to win at least
Dyer's
one big team
bottom
fight to win the
tower
game.
is
There
under
are some
attack.
rare exceptions. I would say like anti-mage I think is a big exception where you can actually just split push them to death. But pretty much the split push days are over. Alchemist got nerfed, Naga got nerfed, and the only hero that you can realistically do it with, and PL's I don't really view as a split pusher anymore. And how are you going to win a team fight if you just die in like one great cleave? God forbid it.
Well, and he keeps on getting these ancient stacks off. You look at his net worth, he's really catching up and has another triple stack here to work with also.
Dyer's
on
top
top of the
tower
Mask of
is
Madness.
under
He is
attack.
huge.
He got aggro tried too, with a Razor in the lane. It's supposed to be pretty bad for him, but he doesn't have his ult, so he's probably going to have to chill out a little bit.
Stack it again. Why not?
Yeah. They do have an observer board actually seeing this stack happening right now. Did not get the stack. Not huge fan of
tower is
Morgan.
under attack.
Bottom lane, they have found Kuteka and going to pull him back in yet again. So that is a quick kill.
Dyer's middle
Again,
tower is
Dogfights, the
under
one that picks it up. And in July, actually, Gonna get pummeled a couple times by his buddy, Mr. Dogfight. That is gonna be enough to find that
Dire's top
finish.
tower is under
Motto
attack.
thinking about chasing. Super gets the ice path down and going to try and
Dire's top
TP
tower
away.
has
Makes it
fallen.
happen the whole time through. Paparazzi
Radiant's
farms
middle
the stack.
tower is under attack. Radiant
He's happy with that.
structures are fortified.
Well, 3-8, and I mean, you're talking a little bit about like split push versus fight lineups. Yep. One of the ways that we sometimes see it is like a Legion commander or Bat Rider, and then you play like the pickoff game and try and win it by having like tower hitters. But even that hasn't ended up working that well
Dire's
this
top
TI. It
tower
feels
is
like.
under
Oh,
attack.
Earthshaker has Blink. This could be good for them. It's way better. Well, the thing about it, you don't want to fight in the ig.Vitality lineup. Yeah. Pretty much ever. Their lineup's terrifying.
And they do have a couple of those pickoff heroes. Like you talked about the Earthshaker. Looks like Queen Tekka is going to be going for an Atos as well. And that combo together with Earthshaker, they can blow up anybody on the field, I think.
Yep.
GV, they're expecting this type of movement.
Dire are scanning.
Infamous are actually mid, and they're going to be
Dire's
able to push
middle
this
tower
tower
is under attack.
while Motto farms the bottom lane.
Or they could go for PL. But unlikely because he just beat the Shrine.
Use that, head mid with the rest of his team.
Dire's structures are
and
fortified.
Let tower fall for free? What?
Yeah, I don't know.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I guess they
None to
maybe
burn.
some big item type.
Dire's middle tower has
So
fallen.
is that what they're waiting for now?
pretty
You want to
next
get
level.
like the initiation
Radiant's bottom
timings
tower
that come
is
out
under
from
attack.
IGV, and then they can fight because like the blink is up for Shaker and all that stuff.
The thing is, they don't need any items. Like you can vacuum into Earth Spirit Stun into Ice Path plus Light Strike Array plus Stormbolt. So all you really need is a good vacuum off, and it's not like he's going to get Blink anytime soon because he's going for mech first. So I think the big thing that they're waiting for is Sven, so they can actually have two main sources of initiation. It's commonly touted that you want at least two sources of initiation, so they it's way harder to put. Most commonly talked about when you see Magnus. Like Magnus doesn't actually want to be the first hero.
Something else that could stand. He does have that blink now. And Infamous, after taking the tier 1 tower in the mid lane, getting set up to move bottom. And this is a hard hero to kill off. King Tekka right now has 8 armor. He's got 1400 HP. And a wand. On top of that, raindrops.
Radiant are scanning.
They can fight it, certainly, but it's a concerted effort that they're going to need. Super scouted. They drop the ward behind. They'll have vision of anybody that happens to walk in here. Sven on the other side of the map doesn't have a teleport spell.
That is a sneaky observer. Awesome with the legs. Matthew's also sitting there trying to wrap around from behind. Super is figuring out what the heck is going on here, but he's gonna. What?
Yeah, they have vision. I mean, they did see him go into the tree.
He almost ran right into himself.
They know that he's here. Now he shows back up again. And there's the Echo Slam immediately onto the Lina, able to catch, deals some more damage. They're almost all dead, but a big Magnetize comes out, able to reapply. That's going to be a couple punches sent the way of Dogfights, and they are eventually going to kill him off. But now Super and Sakata aiming towards Excel, and Paparazzi has shown up as well. They want to try and take him down. Matthew with the fissure. Now the Enchant Totem almost able to kill him off, but not quite. It was Benjaz coming in. That will be enough. The Bloodstone heal actually able to bring Super back up to almost full HP. So that kept him alive at least. Paparazzi looking for another.
They have to get out. Did they not know that he has Bloodstone? I don't think so.
Oh god, they've caught King Tekka, and now they come out with the damage. That's going to be a dead Necro.
Yeah, they didn't. I don't think they paid attention to the Lina respawn timer right there. That was a pretty early Bloodstone, but maybe they didn't see it from like the. I don't know. They might have not noticed. Like,
Double damage.
Well, 60 minutes, they don't take the tower, but they do a damn lot of damage to it.
Radiant's bottom
It's
tower.
like Infamous
has
will be
been
going for the
denied.
deny, back on out.
Quite.
So pretty back and forth, like fairly even exchange there, would you say?
yeah, I think the Echo could have hit two heroes. He was really close to getting both the Lina and the Jakiro, and that would have been a great start to the fight. But I think he got like Ice Path to start because he didn't actually get the Jakiro. Wow, look at
Dire's bottom tower has been
He's
denied.
not afraid. He's not a scared person right now. That's the bonus of Growth Shroud, at least, is you will get a lot of heals with your 16 stick charges right now.
Yep. Should be amazing. Ooh, and Blade Mail. I do like the Blade Mail pickup.
Okay. Well, Echo Slam back off cooldown in 30, but GV, they're the ones who
Oh, they're going to get their first.
Find Matthew, that's a big catch, but he gets the fissure off the enchant totem as well. He's actually able to walk away, and Paparazzi now in a little bit of an awkward spot. Can they find this? A good vacuum into the wall, but the turnaround, they kill off the Earthshaker at the very least. Benjaz does get dropped by Sakata. Now Queen Tekka trying to figure out where to go next. Can they actually do anything here? A good fissure. Matthew again making the plays. Tomato trying to bring down Sakata. If they could kill him off here, more Bloodstone charges would drop and be away. Paparazzi also going to be in trouble. They end up finding the deny, but the dead Sven, soon to be the dead Super, everybody's fallen. Again, Infamous, they're going to take theirs.
Wow, what a great play by Matthew there. Not only did he cast Fedra, he stunned 2 of the heroes. So that just made the fight incredibly difficult. Did he even drop in the fight? I don't think he died.
No, he didn't die.
Yeah, he didn't die. He was able to constantly just throw stun after stun out. Made Sven's life very, very difficult. And Sven also had to really be scared of the Necrophos. As soon as he saw the Necrophos, he's like, I don't really want to go into that. Even if he doesn't get Reapered, he can still get Atos statically, and the ability to mercy or damage. So there's so many heroes that they need to kill at the start. However, like, there's so much backup.
In July just ran into this. I don't know if he didn't know that Tomato had a Diffusal Blade or what, but that was like
ready to
easy
crush.
skill.
He comes in super late in the fights. It's really smart by Tomato. Like, you don't want to go in early. Like, you're
Dire's
not going to have any
bottom
HP
tower is
to
under
the
attack.
fights. So leave the tanking to a hero like Necrophos and have Winter Wyvern sit behind these switching heroes. Like, look at their position right now. King Tech out in front, attacking tower, a cell right
Radiant's
behind him
middle
to
tower
go to
is under
Briggs,
attack.
just in case something
Radiant
happens.
structures are
Then
fortified.
if he gets Ghost Shroud, how that's even more
Dire's
healing, right?
bottom tower is under attack. Dire's
Absolutely.
bottom tower has
he'll be back up to
Radiant's
full in
middle
very
tower
little
has
time.
been denied.
Wait, does the Ghost Shroud only amplify your
Yes.
Dire's bottom tower
Because
is
it's a
under
self.
attack.
Oh wait, no, but
Cold Embrace wouldn't get him.
no, I think it does amplify any heal aid. But his restorative
Money to
powers are
burn.
amplified.
I haven't seen too many heroes actually heal it.
Haste.
I believe it does. So wait and see. Sakata,
Any heal in Mineration.
he's going to certainly need it right now, but not going to get it. They blow him up very rapidly. Sakata dropped him a Lagoon Blade on him. I don't know what happened down there bottom with July, but he just like sort of tried to surge away and then immediately got diffused.
Yep. Diffuse a great item for Starks here.
He will be able to make his escape there. But 20 minutes in, it is Infamous
Radiant's
actually
top
behind in
tower
terms
is
of
under
kills,
attack.
but they're ahead in terms of net worth. Roche is usually around the time when you would start thinking about it, but do you think that they have heroes that can sneak a Roche?
Infamous have awful Roshan heroes. I think worse is Ember Spirit.
Radiant's top
Garbage
tower
at
is
Roche.
fallen.
Razor's pretty awful too. And Phantom Lancer's a bit better than both of them, but also still pretty terrible. So they definitely need to win a big team fight or go for like some lifesteal, I think. Any team can do it if they win a fight, but in terms of doing it to start off a fight, very risky for an Infamous. A little bit less risky for ig.Vitality. It's been pretty decent at doing it, but I don't think there's any reason for either team to go for Roche right now. If they take a fight that happens to be around that area, then so be it. But Lena does have a Shadow Blade, can easily get the bombs on the side, like, especially on a hero like Necrophos, and it'll also allow him to kill the Winter Wyvern. So there's a lot of heroes they need to kill in the team fight. Looks like Super in an awkward spot. Sakata managed to get out at the right time just because he did complete his golden BOTs. That's fortuitous timing.
Maybe had that something could be coming his way too, but he is going to get out of there, like you said. And more time for Paparazzi to farm. He fell a little bit behind after those couple of deaths. Not what you want out of a Sven, He's level 15, has the +8 to all stats. And now it looks like
Radiant's
Infamous
bottom
going to
tower
try and
is
push the
under
issue
attack.
yet again up in the top lane. So they try and take a tier 2 tower. Tier 2.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It hits pretty hard as well.
Dire's top tower has
Almost
fallen.
Scepter completed on
Radiant's
PL.
bottom tower is under attack.
It's going to be a lot of illusions. Even throwing it on like the wall rebel.
Radiant's bottom tower
Cause a
has
lot.
fallen.
Damn.
Dire's top
A lot
tower
of
is under
propagate
attack.
for sure.
Here they go. They get the vacuum
Dire's
Wallcom or vacuum
structures
Earth
are
Spirit combo.
fortified.
They did just get the Blink Dagger completed in the last couple of minutes by Nikolai as well. He's able to jump in, the roll, the stun. My God, they're gone. But the Echo Slam turnaround, they actually did it at the same time that they went for the Winter's Curse. It still dealt the damage, but not really enough as far as being able to lock him down. And Matthew just going to drop here, most likely. A double for Paparazzi, but 3 dead for Infamous.
Who's disrespecting Conehead Man right here, man? How are they just gonna get vacuumed? I guess they didn't have vision inside and they had no idea, but that's something that you have to fear for your life. Like,
Radiant's bottom
look at their
tower
lineup.
is under
Vacuum
attack.
plus anything is going to destroy you. And they had 2 big cores get eaten alive during the start of the fight. Necropose and Razor both got caught in that combo. If it's one of them, I think it's okay because they can just get cold embrace or they can immediately move first. But maybe they also got thrown off by the BKB that happened to come out on the Sven at the exact same time.
Roshan has fallen into the
They
jungle.
kill off Super, but everybody else from IGV will get out of here, it looks like. Maybe they can run down Sven?
Wow, Necrophos going for a Crim?
What? Excel just even just find a kill. First Spirit went down over in the jungle. Razor is still chasing Paparazzi. He's got to be careful here as well. Are they really going to like try and go for another round of this, even through the Aegis?
Their Creepy's in a pretty good spot, and they can probably hit it before before Earth Spirit.
Dire's middle tower is
Yeah.
under attack.
Okay window. It's not great, but the tower's already at half HP.
Content to keep the pressure on it. They're going to run forward. They find themselves Alina. Sakata in trouble and going to be killed off here most likely. Is not yet. Okay, the surge away. Going to be fine still. Paparazzi jumped in, but the cold
Radiant's
embrace
bottom
is going to
tower
keep
is
him
under
alive.
attack.
Razor fine and dandy. And now stealing the damage from Paparazzi. They force them back yet again. So Infamous holding strong here.
Very
Radiant's
nice.
bottom
That
tower
was
is under
clutch.
attack.
iG.Vitality was looking to blink in and vacuum. So not a big deal. Great Greaves coming out from the dark. At the end of the day, they get not yet.
The turnaround Echo Slam, though, is quite big, and a good stun is going to save the day, but Lina is going to drop as they have the Winter's Curse. That's only the Aegis for the moment. Matthew trying to create that separation. They find the kill into iG.Vitality after the fact. Paparazzi trying to chase down Matthew, but he hasn't been able to kill him off yet, and Queen Kaka still staying strong here. Has 11 stick charges. They can't kill this guy off. They still haven't killed off Matthew either. Paparazzi's just been kiting around the fight. He hasn't been able to do anything at all. And now diffused, now getting ran down. Sven dead yet again. And somehow Matthew lived through all of that.
This cold embrace. Winter Wyvern is owning. The Winter Wyvern's actually just destroying them so badly in the fights. Great Winter's Curse. I think he also kited the Sven. Oh my goodness.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And has the heals. More importantly, the
top
tower
tower
down, and
has
now
fallen.
Elena Barracks. And this was into the Aegis that they ended up going. They
Dire's
feel
top
very
barracks
confident
are
how strong
under
they are right
attack.
now.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
Well, Dogfight is going to get a stun as they head away.
Now the call is to go back. So iG.Vitality need to reconsider how they approach the team fight. So I think they went on the cores a lot, but these supports are supports that just cannot be left alone. Like the Cold Embrace just dumps their Sven during his BKB. And the Earthshaker has had some pretty darn good echoes. And then of course the
Gold is a great
So I think if they kill the 2 supports, they can actually just with the fight. Similar to what they did at iG.Vitality. They pushed high ground when the 2 supports are dead. And I don't think the 2 supports at iG.Vitality are as important as the but Cold Embrace is
Give me a coin.
completely disruptive to what Sven wants to do in the fight.
Yeah. And we've seen it happen where they just end up getting kited around, and they're fairly mobile now as well. Just that extra Infamous looking to try and run down yet another lane. Up on the high ground, though, this might be the avenue for iG.V to take the fight. Even just these three could potentially kill all of Infamous if they're in a really bad position. In the vacuum wall, the stun as well. It might just happen. The Cold Embrace. No, the Winter's Curse. Will keep him alive. The Razor is going to die, and also the Necro. But it looks like Tomato might be able to make an escape, as he does have the blink as well as that doppelganger away, and Matthew saving with the fissure.
That was even with a great Winter's Curse coming out for Osel. Good thing he has a blink dagger. He really needs it so he can find the Sven in all these fights. Sven might consider going for a linkage. During BKB, it blocks 2 spells: Static Link and Reaper's Sight. Oh wait,
and Winter's Curse.
And Winter's Curse. I mean, those are all great spells to block. I don't think you're going to get BKB, but the other two, that's great. And that's why Sakata's going for Lincoln Sphere. Maybe he's
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Right now, they actually don't have any way, or they're not getting back to defend the tower.
Is under attack.
Tomato's able to send and propagate some illusions, and now deal some damage, which forces the rest of iG.V back. Also worth noting, the BKB is starting to get a little bit low for Paparazzi. 7 seconds is that middling point. Things could start to get scary.
Yeah, he needs a Bloodthorn at some point too. I'm actually surprised he's going for Daedalus. I think the silence is really
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
versus Shaker, versus Wyvern, versus Necrophos. Like, they have no way to get it on silence. But Daedalus is a lot more damage to
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
kill people during a big burst or trying to do the
Regeneration.
Super Benjaz.
Radiant
What a
are
guy.
scanning.
He's not that far.
There's 3 supers now. It's TI as well.
Dire's top
Haven't talked about
shrine
it
is
a ton.
under attack.
I'll always think of Super Benjaz. He went by Benjaz for
Yeah. I was looking up some of the stats before this, and he has like twice as many games on Jug as anybody
Dire's
else.
top
It's
shrine
like his most
has
played
fallen.
hero by a huge margin. But I don't think he's played it in the TI yet.
Jug's very
Yeah.
I don't actually think I've seen him in any of the games that we've cast. This is a dangerous push. No BKB on Razor, but now he is going to... Queen Tekka and Super Benjaz are in range for a 2-man vacuum.
Dogfights was
Dire's
getting a little
middle
bit
tower
ran at.
is under
That's why people like going
Dire's
for it.
middle tower
They were able to
has
take away
fallen.
all this mana before get in. And Sakata actually for an opening here. Tomato is in the area, but they need to find the real one.
Too much.
Dire's bottom shrine is under attack.
The rest of Infamous is actually here as well. And Sakata, did they have any detection in time? They were not towards the north, but he actually went south. And Sakata will get out.
2 dust used.
Value.
Dire's
The dust
bottom
sound
shrine
sounds
is
like-
under attack.
Chest opening sound.
Huh. It's an association I haven't made before. Yeah, it does a little bit though.
Dire's bottom shrine has fallen.
I had that small feeling of satisfaction from getting dust. I was like, oh, what did that remind me of? Or maybe it was disappointment.
Yeah, I know.
Probably disappointment. I couldn't identify.
Never lucky. I thought for a second that was the Centaur stomping with the illusions being propagated by Tomato, and that would have like broken the TP. That's the next level play right there, and why you get Ags for the PL.
That'd be sick. Now he's gonna have hearts soon. All this magic damage is gonna be pretty useless. Gonna be mostly.
Okay, so magical damage becoming less and less effective. Winter Wyvern actually is going to run into Super here, and they will have Winter's Curse as well as everything else in the area if they want to use it. Try and go for the teleport. Do they drop Winter's Curse? Yes, they will. Stealing a lot of damage. Now over here to the side, actually, though, a bigger battle going on. Paparazzi blows up Queen Tekka and Matthew. A big price to pay for the kill of Super. Benjaz just trying to run away. The roll forward. Do they find the stun, the catch, the anything? They will get it. Benjaz going to drop as well.
Up in smoke.
Nice pick off. I guess they had that shrine ward and were able to catch both. Oh, there's a gem there. Hello, paparazzi. There's a gem.
Oh no! Yeah,
It's right on top of the Shaker illusion. In July. That's not a people player.
They're not going to realize this. Infamous know it's there.
Yeah,
Ready to
but
burn.
this chicken might dive to kind of seize it.
Yeah.
I think that thing's gonna sit there for a while.
Because they don't like right now. Dire don't have vision of this area, so yeah, they're going to be able to go and pick up the gem themselves. All right, expert mission, Matthew, going in for the smoke, stealing the gem.
Totally worth it.
Mission impossible.
Got it.
And he'll actually scout out a ward on the way back as well. Yeah, don't do that. He's getting it. He wants the gold. Is he going to get punished for that? Okay, dogfight's okay.
Micro your illusions. Having the select all other units down is
It always feels like it's a little bit weird with PL too, because there's certain settings that you can set so that whenever a illusion gets created, you automatically control it. Yeah,
that unit. That thing's hard to use properly. It's because like I don't know. It's just not that great. Because sometimes, like when you want to push out lanes, like oftentimes you like select units that you don't actually want to select. But that hero you need a lot of hotkeys for. You need one for like everything else. You need one for your like PL illusion doppelganger, and you want one for your other one doppelganger.
Coin for me.
I'm really glad that they have it in
Invisibility.
Dota where you can actually like select it and it stays throughout your multiple games with the same hero. That would be so annoying if you had to make it every time new.
Yeah. Well, if Dota 1 ever were to be remastered, I do hope that they nix out that.
Okay, so let's try and get a little bit of context where we're standing in this game. It felt like it was pretty good for Infamous early on. There were points where it felt like Paparazzi was going to get crazy farmed, but now it's sort of slowed down a little bit and it's relatively
Dire are
even.
scanning.
What are both teams sort of
Yes.
looking to accomplish over the next few minutes of this game?
Same thing. Win team fights, take Roche, try and edge your lead out a little bit more. No team has like a really huge edge. I also think that the Sven PL matchup is usually Sven favored, but PL's farmed enough to the point where he can kind of overcome that natural disadvantage. And because of that, I don't think either will be able to take it super late. Paparazzi's like, well, if he's getting low, PL's more farmed than me, and then Infamous is like, well, the Sven's too big. Tight game. Also, the Talisman Invasion could be a big difference too. Being able to mitigate like even one cleave crit because of that could be game winning.
So he's up on the high ground here. iG.V not aware. They do spot out Queen Tekka. It's a hard hero to go on right at the beginning, particularly with nobody else around, but they might feel confident. Of course, we do have Excel in the area who could blink in and go for a save with the Cold Embrace. Infamous, no vision over here on the high ground. And they are slowly taking down Roshan with Necro. Slow being the operative word. But I mean, he doesn't take much damage either. He's got Pipe and Crimson Guard.
If only Heartstopper worked.
All right, jump forward. Paparazzi testing the waters. It really does feel like neither team wants to be the first one to initiate.
Saving the illusions from PL, definitely the ideal one to push up the side lanes. And now they'll start on Roche. They can even use one of the illusions to scout up that high ground. Let's see what they're going for. So they are actually not going to yet. They do know that they take it down very slowly, but Paparazzi's not over there. This Observer Ward should have scouted them going inside Roche, but are they really going to give it up for free?
Seems unlikely. I mean, you do have a lot of opportunities to open this up. They do scout out the ward now and able to get the D ward up on the high ground. Infamous still in the pit. Are heading over, and the PL illusion will scout him out. But yeah, iG.V not really looking like they want to contest, and Roche is dead now. Okay.
Roshan has fallen to the reality.
Well,
I wish I could see their facial expression right now. I need the player cams because I think they saw them Roche, but did they think their team fight was like far inferior? I don't think so. I think fighting at the Roshan pit is almost ideal for them. I guess the PL illusions caused them a lot of issues coming out from the sidelines. Scouting them out, they probably didn't have another smoke that they needed to go for, and that made them hesitate greatly going into the fight.
I guess the other factor is that, like, in these fights, it's become so chaotic, and really IG can afford to have that happen. Like, it feels as if they need to take very clearly defined team fights where, you know, you get everybody with the vacuum, they're coming for this objective in particular, and if they don't hit all of their spells, things do kind of fall apart for IG, and they might just lose.
Yeah. Would you rather take a fight at Roche, though, or defend high ground against Phoenix?
Yeah.
It's a tough call. Oh, he's going to be sitting up high ground.
Well, it's something that they were used to after yesterday.
This is their home and their dire again.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I was looking back at that game. I think that they were mega creeps for the other team, for Empire, more than there were regular creeps.
We are coin.
But Infamous, how do they siege the high ground? Clearly you want to go through bottom. There's less shrines there to have to work with. Maybe there's some thought to being able to go through mid, but oh, they got super. That's really not good. He doesn't have buyback either. 47 seconds. And are they really going to run out right now? They jump forward. Queeteca is fine for the moment. The cold embrace turnaround. Paparazzi is going to cleave his buddy. Dogfights to death, and now the Reaper's Sight bringing Paparazzi to half HP, and Queeteca just going to get cold embraced. They throw a Laguna Blade. It doesn't do nearly enough. Queeteca is alive. iG.V is not. They end up having to deny their lean at the end of the day, and that was clearly not the fight that they wanted to take, but it didn't work out.
Necrophos is way too fat. Look at all those defensive items. That
Dire's
Laguna did
bottom
like
tower
nothing.
is under attack.
Let's heat things up.
Dire's
Buyback.
structures
They'll
are
have
fortified.
Jakiro up again, but already the tier 3 tower is about to fall down. Oh, it hurts. And a vacuum into not a whole heck of a lot.
Dire's
Tower
bottom
down. They
tower
throw out an
has
ice
fallen.
path. July.
Dire's bottom barracks are
Hold on
under
for another
attack.
24 seconds. Melee barracks is going to fall, and Infamous not feeling bad at all.
Dire's bottom barracks has fallen.
And this is the thing, like, why not take that Roche lead?
Yeah. Why?
Overall, game doesn't mean too much for them. Not like a big guy off of this game. Merely for placement within the lower bracket, but they are getting clobbered, losing all their buildings. And Infamous, this game, not terribly well for them.
Dire's
Or
middle
Empire,
tower
they're
has
all the
fallen.
same, but a nice morale boost and a nice, hey, you guys don't know how to play against PL.
Now, be an avenue for other teams to see a way to deal with it. Tomato takes down Super with just his illusions. Didn't even need anything. Magnetizes out, but so too is the BKB. And Sakata trying to kill off the Necro. It's not going to happen. He is going to live through that one. Denja's not quite able to get the kill, but Estelle is actually going to die to Paparazzi on the north side of the fight. He pops his invis as well to just try and escape for the moment. The shadow-bladed Sven, but it's not quite there either, as he is going to start to fall. Then you get the Stormhammer, and the
Dire's
roll
middle
away from
barracks
dogfights is
has
going to
fallen.
keep them alive. But
Dire's
Infamous,
middle barracks
they're
are
getting what they came for, and it
Dire's
is
middle
going to be
barracks
mega
has
creeps.
fallen.
Just a couple vacuum stun onto two.
Dire's
Light
bottom
Striker Ray as
barracks are
well.
under
Matthew trying to be that combo breaker. Paparazzi dealing a lot of
Dire's bottom
damage.
barracks has
Still not
fallen. The
killing off
Radiant now
Queeteca,
have
who
mega
is somehow alive and pops the wand, but it was not enough. They finally kill him off. Unfortunately, their base is gone.
Man, PL was played really well by Tomato this game. He never came in when he thought he was going to die. Sometimes it's a bad thing because you need a tank.
Это
This game, he just
просто нечто.
let the Razor and the Necrophos draw the majority of the fire. I also think the supports of Infamous played way better than they did last game.
Are you seeing this? They're mass pinging each other. Matthew just stole Tomato's rune and then also like fissure blocked him.
Oh, it was a regen rune too. He actually needed the regen
He's a
rune.
great conductor.
Oh, that's a great moment. Oh man.
he going to steal the haste too?
Haste.
Of course he is. Oh no.
That's
Okay.
exact.
That's
Haste and DB.
look at it. See, how did he go through that? They just keep on fissure blocking each other. Well, I guess it's
Double damage.
Matthew fissure blocking Tomato. They're feeling good. They got the berth to TI in the main event. I don't know, Ben. Do you want to talk a little bit at all about the sort of South American scene and getting into the main event at TI? It's a first.
I think those guys are really good.
Yeah.
If they had servers of their own, it would have been there, I think, a while ago. But they have to play to like US servers, which is like, and you can tell they're good because they're in the NA high-level clubs all the time, and they still destroy people. And there's not much more to say than that.
Pretty cool for the region, definitely. Fissure's going to connect there on his two. The Echo Slam comes out, and they will be able to take down that Super Jakiro. And in the meantime, Sven going to be controlled, and Benjaz taking all of his damage. Shadowblade might not be enough to keep him alive, although he's going to juke back, go for the Okie Doke, maybe able to get away. That's going to be super dead, and so too will be Paparazzi Sven. Buys back immediately, dogfights. Trying to get out of here as well, but Sakata with the double kill, actually able to make it happen down here.
Dire's middle tower
The South,
is under attack.
Cell is going to be brought down, and that's no buyback for the Winter Wyvern. Play too fast and loose in this one, but it's going to be rooted, going to be caught. A big stun comes through onto all of them. Paparazzi was right there. It might have been enough, but the Magnetize still doing a lot. Looks like Minteka should be able to run them down. With a little bit of help from Benjaz. In July, trying to run, but rooted, and the right clicks to maybe
Dire's
finish.
middle tower
Summercape keeps
is
them
under
alive.
attack.
But Tomato, eyes on the prize, focusing the tier 4. Paparazzi thinking about
Dire's
popping
middle
his
tower
ulti.
has fallen.
Hell of a lot of
Dire's
damage.
middle tower has fallen.
Ancient is being assaulted with mega creeps and all, and in July, vacuum wall, not enough because the fissure came out. The BKB finally there, but they don't have near enough damage. Benjaz finds the kill, and GG is called.
Excellent kiting of Sven. It's a pretty good display of Winter Wyvern's strength. Like I think Vitality just have an explosive team fight, but just one hero was able to ruin most of their team. Congratulations to Infamous. And they will end up at 8 at 5 and 11.
We'll have to see who it is that they face. Of course, those best of ones, so scary, and I think probably out of this group, maybe only Secret is the other one in the lower bracket that you would really not want to face off against, just because you don't know what's going to happen with Infamous and what they run.